Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yep, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, we're back on the channel. We got the boy. I'm Kevin in the building today. Terrifying kids shows, quote unquote. We all know certain shows, it might appear to be kids shows, but in reality, they for the young adults. But hey, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want to first support, you gotta do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
Lock it in with a thumbs up.
But let's get it, baby. Let's check this out. Let's see what it's about. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, that's a great offer. How about instead I shuffle the functions of every hole in your face?
A kid show, by the way. Growing up, there were a few channels that immediately told you what kind of experience you're about to have. Disney Channel, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon. Whether it was after school on a Saturday morning or in the middle of the night, those were the channels made for kids. You turned them on expecting colorful worlds, goofy characters, and stories that never got too serious. You thought you knew what you were getting into. But have you ever turned on the TV, seen the promo that your favorite show is getting a new episode, you sit down and watch, and next thing you know, you're traumatized? Because for some reason, these kid shows had a habit of putting in things a child had no business watching. So today I gathered a few characters and episodes from these quote-unquote kid shows that genuinely terrified me when I was younger. And the perfect place to start is with Gravity Falls. This show altogether is borderline not a kid show. In a different universe, this was airing on Adult Swim. But there were two characters specifically that haunted me the most. Bill Cipher, of course, we'll get to that in a second. But before Bill, there was the Summerween Trickster, a 7'9" pile of rotting candy going door to door, eating children who lack the Summerween spirit. Now mind you, this whole thing is Deborah's fault.
Trick or treat?
Dude, really? You're a little old for this, man. Sorry.
But wait,
He's doing all this because Wendy said Summerween is for kids, by the way, bro. You're 12. Nigga, you're the target audience. And what makes me even more upset is that he does it again.
What?
Yo, Dipper. You have an entire bowl of candy. I don't care if you think he's too old to be trick-or-treating. If you don't open that door and give that grown man some sand pop, and since you thought you were too cool, the murder of that innocent boy is on your hands. So that he tells them, if you want to live, you would need to bring him 500 pieces of candy before all the jack-o'-melons are blown out. Now, when I was a kid, the way he looked didn't scare me at first. His voice kinda had me on edge, but it wasn't until he crawled up that building. I just never like when things move oddly, and all my old frustrations started coming back to me. Dipper had me stressed. We just saw this demon eat a child and then give you a deadline for your life. Everybody else is ready to go trick-or-treating all night. This nigga go all night. Yes. Why is that so surprising? Do you not want to live? You want to go to that party so bad just to lean on the wall all night. So afterwards, they do end up getting all 500 pieces, but of course, Dipper drops it all down a random ditch. With there being no jack-o'-melons left, he emerges from the darkness. All his limbs extend an extra 4 feet, grew an extra pair on his back, chased them down, grabs them all with ease, and if it wasn't for Seuss, every single one of them would have been dead. But as they're driving, we see all the broken candy flying back together, forming this blob. And I truly, with all my heart, hate having to hide from things, even today. If I'm playing a horror game and I'm forced to hide, I gotta pause it for a second. I gotta catch my bearings. Chase me, cool. Let me fight back, amazing. You give me a gun, I'm not scared no more. But you got me hiding under a twin-sized bed? And before we get to Bill, do y'all remember those little short mini episodes they used to release? The hide behind episode specifically, oh my, bro, that used to scare the living shit out of me. And it will only ever play in the middle of the night. If the sun was up, you would never see that episode. It's always when you have to go to bed. Dipper was trying to uncover this legend about this monster that you can never see, but if you hear a certain noise, it was there. All I remember is that when it emerged from the tree, my throat immediately closed. My body shook. From that day forward, I would watch the full episode up until that part. When that end part came on, I closed my eyes, turned around, plugged my ears, something. I can count on one hand the amount of times I actually saw what this creature looked like. But while the submarine trickster and the hide behind monster creeped me out, there was one Gravity Falls character that had me convinced the world was ending. Bill Cipher. It should be obvious on why this dude's scary. He's a damn triangle. I'm pretty sure it was around 2012 to 2015 when the Illuminati was talked about on every corner of the internet. And guess when the show was airing? From 2012 to 2016. Now, kid me didn't even know what the Illuminati was really. I was just scared of it. Anytime I went on YouTube, Jay-Z Illuminati, Beyonce Illuminati, LeBron Illuminati, Michael Jackson Illuminati, saying damn near every celebrity was a part of it and me not knowing what it was, I immediately assumed it was some demon shit. I rebuke that. Keep that negativity away from me. So when we seen Bill in the show and pairing that with what I thought he was based off of, I genuinely thought it was over for us. Especially since, do y'all remember in 2012 the theory going around that the world was going to end that year?
Facts.
Younger me thought it was up, and the icing on the cake was, I remember this shit like it was yesterday. I lived in New York at the time. Apartment was on the 7th floor. I was sitting on the little coffee table eating a spoon of peanut butter, enjoying whatever I was watching, and then boom, everything in the crib started shaking. I started screaming, Ma, what's happening? My dad was at work, so she grabs my little sis, told me and my brother to put our shoes on. It was an earthquake. We start running down the stairs, and all that's on my mind is what if the earth breaks and we fall down and hit lava?
What?
Mind you, that shit not even possible. That can't even happen. But we get downstairs, wait like 5 minutes, and it was over. After experiencing that, I genuinely thought
You
we
know
were...
that would be traumatizing though, to be in like in a high rise and feel an earthquake. Because I didn't feel an earthquake since just been like, that's odd. That's strange. I feel the floor move. I remember. Do you remember the first time you felt the earthquake? Have you ever felt one? Have you? No, you haven't.
I have.
You haven't. You just saying.
I'm
You
not.
are.
I promise.
But I was like, I was a kid though, and I remember it was like, I feel like it was a Saturday morning, and I was in
remember the
bed.
day.
I was in bed, and I said, "Bro, what the?" I was like, what? I swear.
Wait like 5 minutes and it was over. After experiencing that, I genuinely thought we were doomed. Earthquakes were happening, the Illuminati was everywhere, Bill was terrorizing Mabel and Dipper, and now he's coming after me. And his first appearance, for me, anything that is some weird ritual shit, I turn it off. And reversed audio, I've always hated that shit. It's always linked to some evil message or something. That's why I can't listen to EXO Tour Life by Lil Uzi. I can listen to any other song by him but that one. I heard that one reverse audio of the song back in 2017. Looking back, I'm almost 100% sure it wasn't real, but I wasn't taking no chances. I wasn't about to have that evil shit playing in my ears. 8 years later, and I'm still the exact same way. That song would never be played in my presence. But that's how Gideon summoned Bill. And the first thing he does is pull the teeth out of a deer's mouth. He's just doing shit. Anytime he's around, I just felt uneasy. And what he says in this episode goes back to the whole Illuminati all-seeing eye thing.
Darkness approaches. A day will come in the future when everything you care about will change. Until then, I'll be watching you. I'll be watching you.
What you watching?
Later on, he pops up on Dipper trying to make a deal with him. He'll crack the code to this laptop, and in return, he just wants a puppet. Dipper was like, man, but Mabel worked really hard on those. But Bill then starts feeding into his mind how he's been sacrificing everything for her while she does nothing for him, just manipulating. And of course, it was a trick. The puppet he wanted was him. Ripped the soul out his body, took over, making Dipper pretty much non-existent. Every time he showed up, they found a way to make him worse. Ripping Dipper out his body wasn't enough apparently. This dude created a couch made of human flesh, his words exactly. And the clip you seen earlier, the entire town was telling him to get out of their city, calling him out his name and everything. The one dude who was actually welcoming, trying to be on his side. Now to be fair, he was blazing, but did that deserve every hole in his face to get swapped? Later on, we see him turn humans into statues building his throne. He sat in that chair for no more than 25 seconds. It was used for background decor.
You two wait here. I've got some children I need to make into corpses.
I truly don't understand how this was allowed to air. Do they know the amount of children they gave nightmares to with this? But as crazy as Bill was, at least it kind of made sense for Gravity Falls. The entire show was built around monsters, mysteries, conspiracy theories. That kind of tone wasn't too far-fetched. Adventure Time, on the other hand, this show had one of the biggest
This show, one of the shows she said she used to watch. Well, she watched with someone.
wasn't too far-fetched. Adventure Time, on the other hand, this show had one of the biggest shifts in cartoon history. When you think of this show, you think of gumdrops, pancakes, singing excellent tunes, but then one day the writer sat down and gave us the end. The Lich, a character that felt like he belonged in an entirely different show. He doesn't have any reason or some tragic backstory to make you feel bad for him. He wasn't out for revenge, wasn't striving for power or money. He just wants death. He was pure evil, the embodiment of despair. Unlike most villains who want to conquer the world, he wanted it erased. And there wasn't a single moment where he believed he wouldn't make it happen. He was first seen sealed inside this tree. Whoever gets close hears him chanting spells trying to possess your mind and body. These crystals on their head is protecting them, but any little thing can be taken over. There was a snail in Finn's backpack that freed him. They didn't even try to kidify the design. They wanted kids to be scared. Now this demon was free to roam the lands, went to his lair unleashing hundreds of souls, regaining his power, and when he entered Finn's mind, the main reason why this dude was intimidating is the voice actor. I was dead scared of this dude, bro. He was trying to lure Finn into walking in the pit. He was trying to make my goat off himself. I hated him, bro. And when Finn overcame it and was beating him, the dude was laughing. After that, Ice King's dumbass drops PB into the pit. The next episode picks up following PB's recovery. Everything seemed fine at first, until she started tweaking. The essence of the Lich transformed her into this monster. They ended up freezing her, stopping her in her tracks. She was fine later on, blah, blah, blah. Everyone's celebrating that the princess is alive, but in the very back of the room, we see that the Lich lives on, occupying the body of that snail. A few seasons later, Finn has a nightmare about the Lich coming back and killing the legendary hero Billy. And that's the thing with the Lich. You can beat him, seal him, destroy his body, it doesn't matter. He's gonna find his way back. Now, Finn knows the Lich is exactly who he think he is. He knew that wasn't no regular dream, it was a premonition. So they find Billy and tell him what's going on. Billy hears them out and said, I bet I got a plan. They spend the rest of the episode collecting what they need to stop the Lich. The final item they needed was PB's crystal, but what she yells after.
Finn, stop! That's not Billy, it's the Lich!
Huh? That's the who? Till this day, I don't know how she even knew that, but those words were genuinely terrifying. This whole time, we thought Finn and Jake were helping a friend, but in reality, they were assisting death. One of the Gumball Guardians blasts Billy, shaving Hav's face off, revealing the Lich. The entire vibe of the episode switched. You go from hearing action music to an ominous hum. My 7-year-old brain couldn't comprehend what was going on. Finn thought destroying the book would stop the Lich from getting what he wants, but it did the complete opposite. It opened the portal. They get to Prismo, which is this wish-granting entity. He tells him, oh, the Lich? Yeah, he was here. He wished for the extinction of all life, and I did it. Kid me probably didn't understand exactly what that meant, but looking at it now, he won. Everyone that Finn and Jake held dear is gone. They're only alive because they're in this dimension. He killed everyone in that universe and just vanished. Technically, the Lich accomplished his goal. But of course, the show wasn't just gonna end like that. Imagine they got the news that everyone died, then it just cuts to the credits. So Finn makes his wish for the Lich to have never have existed, which created this whole other world. And I don't know if Prismo isn't able to fully get rid of the Lich, or if he just half-assed his wish. Because the way the Lich got here originally was inside a comet, crash landing, wiping out life on a planet for centuries, by the way, and was awakened during the Great War because the bomb that dropped was strong enough to do so. All this dude Prismo did was create a timeline where the bomb got stopped. Not erased, just stopped. The Lich is still sitting in the fucking ground. So guess what happened? He woke up again. This version of Finn is who got the Ice King's crown. It was too powerful, driving him crazy, unintentionally detonating a bomb, releasing the Lich. Luckily, Jake still had his wish. After seeing the Lich return, he wished that the Lich's original wish was asking for Finn and Jake to go home. So as of right now, the Lich is just waiting. A whole season goes by and he's still sitting here. Finn and Jake head back to Prismos because they wanted to know how to get to the Citadel. Turns out that place is only accessible to cosmic criminals. But them being cool, Prismo tells them, fine, I'ma help you commit a crime. which is by waking up this old man whose slumber is responsible for Prismo's existence. But it's all good, you're gonna stop existing for a little while until the old man heads back to sleep, right? No, the Lich wakes up, grabs the old man and straight up erases him, turns him into dust, laughs in their face too after murking their mans. A kid show, by the way, that nigga is dead. So a Citadel guard takes him away, Finn and Jay catch a ride there, and the Lich is strong enough to defy the whole freezing process. He frees not only himself but other criminals as well. So he finally sheds the skin of Billy and hits us with one of the most iconic lines in cartoon history.
Fall.
This single speech cemented the Lich as a top villain for me. Tells Finn there's only darkness for him and death for his people. He will take his army of monsters, travel to billions of worlds.
We will sail until every light has been extinguished. You are strong, child, but I am beyond strength. I am the end.
Now he does lose because Finn hit him with some blood, turning him into a big ass baby, and not gonna lie, I know he's a baby now, but I'll make it quick. Now this next one I didn't fully watch as a kid. I seen glimpses here and there, but I just fully watched it now as a 20-year-old, and I understand why younger me ain't watched this shit. What child wants to look at this? This shit would terrify a kid. The show is called Over the Garden Wall. It's about these two brothers who get lost in the
I ain't
woods.
never heard of this one.
I haven't.
Y'all talk about these little Cartoon Network shows, bro. We had the show for the scary, bro. We had Goosebumps.
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying? Kids used to be scared of Goosebumps. Are You Afraid of the Dark? People were scared of that joint. You still scared of a show. Well, it's a movie, not a show. But don't look under your bed. Hey, the motherfuckers scared, bro. What? I ain't lying. Goosebumps, a lot of people used to be scared of this Goosebumps story. Are You Afraid of the Dark? And those spooky stories? Oh, bro, we had a time, bro, growing up.
By a kid. The show is called Over the Garden Wall. It's about these two brothers who get lost in the woods, now trying to find their way back home. The theme song alone would have been enough for me to turn this off. Gravity Falls and Adventure Time has an upbeat intro, bright colors, fun music. The visuals make you feel as if you're about to go on some grand adventure. And then you have this show. It looks like it came from an old VHS tape hidden in an attic from a house built in the 1900s. The colors are washed out and the song itself is some man slightly singing a poem with a piano in the background. This the type shit you would hear at the end of a movie when your favorite character dies in slow motion. That's the best way I can describe it. This show is in constant darkness. You got the animals of the woods watching you, some old man in the forest humming as he's chopping wood, a frowning tree oozing a black substance from his face. This is all within the first 2 minutes of the first episode, by the way. And then the third minute, they get chased by some wolf monster and they dim the colors even more. You mainly only see just two eyes and a mouth. And then they stumble upon a cult of pumpkin people. And if you even mumble the fact that you want to leave, they trap you in the barn, surround you in the darkness.
It saddens me that you don't wish to stay here with us, particularly because I simply have to punish you for your transgressions.
Oh, not my transgression.
You what? Then later on, we find out this whole village is actually filled with dead people. They're all skeletons wearing pumpkins. That little girl, that old man, fucking Wemby over there are all dead. Purposely as well, I assume. I don't think they died from natural causes. They popped out the grave happy as hell. And honestly, I feel like anything that has an old-timey atmosphere is automatically just more scary. Like, would you rather have something chasing you in a city or have something chase you in a village from the 1500s? Because if your escape vehicle is a damn BMW, man, I'd feel safe as hell versus a wagon and a horse. There was this other time when they took shelter in his rundown house. The whole time you think Lorena, the sick girl, was protecting them from her auntie. I mean, I'd believe it. This big ass quote unquote woman with a voice box of an elderly man.
Has anyone come here today?
If you told me she was the monster, I wouldn't ask twice. But in reality, The auntie was protecting them from her. She turns into this demon, and once again, the moving oddly shit I don't like. I don't understand what about this is supposed to appeal to children. They take the horror levels a little too high. Who's the target audience? And throughout the show, there were constant mentions of the beast that resides in the woods. The times where you do see it is when it's a black figure lurking in the background telling the woodsman to keep that flame lit or the soul of his daughter is gonna vanquish. Dude, and he's one of those villains that just speaks to you. He doesn't physically force you to do anything. He gets in your head, manipulates you, telling the woodsman that his way is the only way. And he gets the little brother to follow him into the darkness, but to be fair, that kid's a dumbass. But then we find out the truth of what's been going on in these woods. Those trees with faces weren't a design choice just to make it a little more scary. Those trees were actually people. The beast turned lost souls into trees and was trying to do the same to the little brother. This is when the woodsman found out that for years, he's been unknowingly cutting down and burning these trees, these souls. And the beast was urging him to murk those kids to use them as fuel for the lantern. And then we see the way the beast actually looks. Are you serious? This is giving any child nightmares for the next week. Matter of fact, watch this late enough at night is scaring grown adults. There is nothing kid-friendly about this. But yeah, that's all I got for right now. If y'all know any other terrifying childhood shows, characters, moments, whatever, let me know in the comments.
If you have a problem with what I'm saying, you can come kill me, and I'm Kevin about it.
That's something I told you. But yeah,
that last one for sure was crazy.
That was
well, the
weird.
other ones are too.
That last one was
But
weird.
that last one was
OD weird.
That's weird.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, go back and watch some of the other ones.
I used to love Goosebumps though.
You used to get the books.
Yeah, maybe.
No, you did.
Yeah.
I used to actually get the books too.
The books, and I used to have. Yeah. Anyway, I loved it. That's besides the point. But I loved it though. I wasn't scared of that.
And then you remember All Real Monsters? Mm-hmm. We have some good shows, and we didn't even scratch the surface. Y'all spam us up in the comments and let us know y'all thoughts in the comments down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ No Kid and C.
Sierra Coast.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money low, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.